I think it's all about demand, right? In terms of Litecoin being approved as for ATF, I don't see. I mean, Litecoin is so similar to Bitcoin in terms of how it works and how decentralized it is, and how it's a commodity. I don't see it being not approved. So it's more about kind of demand, right? So how many people actually would buy a Litecoin ETF? Is there a demand from the institutional side of things? I mean, there are definitely some. I do hear about it, but how high is it compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum? Yeah, it will happen when it happens. It's just a matter of time. I actually am not sure about Ethereum being the second one, because Ethereum's path to ETF is much harder than Bitcoin's path to ETF. There's still calls for Ethereum being a security. We'll see what SEC says. I mean, look at how Gary Gensler has refused to call Ethereum a commodity. I mean, he just never wants to touch that subject. So it's not going to be easy for Ethereum to get an ETF approved, in my opinion. But we'll see. Yeah, but the demand for Ethereum ETF is definitely a lot higher than Litecoin ETF.
And welcome back to the channel. Aaron here from the Bitcoin Bros. Hit that like button if you enjoyed Charlie Lee talking about the Litecoin ETF. But you can see right here, the SEC has been secretly calling Ethereum a security for over a year. An order issued by the SEC on April 13th explicitly refers to Ethereum as a security in and of itself. This is crazy because Gary Gensler has refused to answer if the SEC thinks ETH is a security, even when he was asked by Congress. Really, really interesting. You can see here in Canada, ETH is already recognized as a commodity, but that was when Ethereum was still proof of work. So basically, ETH becoming proof of stake put a target on Ethereum's back, and we don't know if we're going to see this Ethereum ETF or not. Some people believe that because BlackRock filed for this Ethereum ETF, that it's guaranteed to come. It's not if, but when. There's other people saying this is not going to come because it's proof of stake and it's clearly a security. So we'll just have to wait and see how this entire thing plays out. But this really affects Litecoin because this could make Litecoin one of the second or third cryptos to get an ETF. You have Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. Those are the top four proof of work cryptos, and you have Caspa up there as well. So we'll see what happens, but could be big for Litecoin. And this is from Crash here. He says Litecoin is not even 1% of Bitcoin's market cap. It's roughly 0.50%. Stupidly undervalued. So I just want to react to this tweet here. Definitely think he's making a good case for Litecoin here, but in the long run, Litecoin has fallen towards Bitcoin over history. And this trend probably will continue over time. This is just my opinion. The Bitcoin Bros trade Litecoin to get more Bitcoin. If you watch our channel, you watch any of our previous Litecoin videos, you guys know that. But throughout history, we see these little sparks where Litecoin really outperforms Bitcoin. You can see this big red candle here. This is a 400% move against Bitcoin. You can see this green candle here. This is another 300% move against Bitcoin. And then this green candle here, Litecoin moved 600% against BTC. So we could see Litecoin make another huge move like we've seen in the past over the short term. But the long-term projection is still down. So I don't really see that changing because if you look at the narrative of Litecoin, it doesn't really seem like that narrative is going to change with Bitcoin being digital gold. The ETFs are here and everybody wants Bitcoin. We have companies putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. We're not seeing that for any other crypto. But there is one other reason why Litecoin could outperform Bitcoin in the future, and that is because of privacy concerns. There's a lot of people talking about self-custody, and governments are going to be going after this in the future, not allowing people to self-custody their Bitcoin or other crypto assets. Now, this is important for Litecoin because of Mimblewimble, MWEB. What does that do? It provides a high level of privacy by concealing transaction details. This brings privacy to Litecoin. And we already know that the number one use case for Litecoin is that it is a payment crypto. BitPay consistently has Litecoin as the number one used crypto. It flips with Bitcoin a lot, but consistently over the past couple of months, Litecoin has been the most used cryptocurrency for transactions on BitPay. People like to use Litecoin in terms of making payments. Now, if we need security in the future, for these payments, Litecoin is there to step in. That is something to think about. That is a narrative that could come in the future where people really, really want privacy and they look to these privacy cryptocurrencies. And Litecoin really sticks out here because it is a huge crypto and it is a privacy coin. And CoinMarketCap doesn't even list it as a privacy coin, but you can see Monero is really the biggest privacy coin at number 46. So Litecoin could step in there and become the privacy narrative in the future that we could see. And then I just wanted to go over some other Litecoin news here before getting into some TA. If you didn't know, you can actually swap Litecoin on a DEX ThorSwap. ThorSwap, you can swap Litecoin for other assets here, native Litecoin, not synthetic Litecoin, but actually native Litecoin for any other asset that is available on ThorSwap. So if you haven't checked out ThorSwap and you like Litecoin, you definitely should. Just go over there, do some swaps, see how it works, see how you can connect your wallets, and just see if you like it, because DEXs are going to be huge in the future, especially if we're going to have privacy coins with crypto, and if these exchanges are going to be regulated in the future, DEXs are going to be a huge thing. And check this out, ordinals on Litecoin. Check out some of these ordinals down here. You can see some of these. This one's going for 10 LTC. This one's going for 1 Litecoin. This is Liteverse.io. They have ordinals on here. You check these out. Ordinals have really, really popped off for Bitcoin over the past year or so, and now we're seeing ordinals on Litecoin on Liteverse.io. And to use Liteverse.io, you need to use the LiteScribe wallet. You can go to LiteScribe.io and you can connect your wallet and you can get some ordinals. So make sure to check that out. Pretty interesting, and this could bring more people to Litecoin in the future. And then to end the video with some quick TA, looking at the monthly chart here, we perfectly bounced off of this support level here at around $70. So we are still in this upwards trajectory. This is over the long term. Now this is the monthly chart. And we are just below our resistance level at around $94, currently trading at around 83. So hopefully we can see Litecoin continue its way to the upside here, potentially break through that level, make its way up to the 0.236, which is around $130 later in the year, and they really get into bull market mode where we see Litecoin really blast off like we saw back here in 2020 and 2021, where it made huge gains. You can see it went from a low of $25 all the way up to $400. So hopefully we see something like that for Litecoin going into the bull run. The Bitcoin bros still believe we are in a bull run. The total 3 still looks pretty bullish. We've had a bit of a cool off here for the cryptos, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum here, but we are expecting it to make some new all-time highs here going into late 2024 and 2025. So let me know what you guys think about Litecoin. Are you buying more now? Are you selling? What's your price prediction for Litecoin by the end of the year? And what is your price prediction for Litecoin in 2025? Let me know all that in the comment section below. And thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you found any value, make sure to hit that like button. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.